Hi, guys. Today is Tuesday, November 24th. Welcome to day 2 of virtual learning. Great job on your first day. It was fun seeing you all on Zoom. All right, so I'm just going to quickly go over what you are doing today. So, again, on Canvas, every single day, go to your main page and click on Daily Agenda. Okay, that is where you're going to find everything you need to know. So, you have to go to Daily Agenda. I would also keep your email tab open. Okay, really make sure you keep that tab open because if a teacher needs to contact you, they're going to email you. Okay, so make sure you keep that tab open. And then keep coming to your Zooms. It's a great way to ask questions too. So I will be on the Zoom the whole time. I think Zoom's a little quicker than email sometimes. That way you can actually ask me face to face what your question is and I can help you with that. Okay. Also, I'm going to be looking at your introduction paragraphs while you guys are working on today's assignment. That way, if I have anything that I would like you to change, or I think something that needs to be improved, I will send you an email or I might say, hey, can you hop on the Zoom with me? And we'll just briefly talk about your introduction paragraph. Okay, so what you're doing today, so it's kind of similar to yesterday, except now we're going to the body paragraph. Okay, so that's what we're focusing on today. So again, bell work is no longer on Canvas discussions. I'm just going to include it on your slideshow. That way it's all in the same place. So the bell work for today is you're going to tell me what is a thesis statement. Okay, so tell me in your own words what you think a thesis statement is, and you're going to type your answer in this answer box right here. All right, next slide. You did this yesterday, but it's helpful to me when I'm reading your paragraphs to know which writing prompt you did. So if you could do the same thing where you're just going to highlight what prompt you're doing. So if you're doing number 1, highlight number 1 green. Again, the highlight button is if you click this, it kind of looks like a marker. If you click that and then just highlight it. Okay, so whichever prompt you're doing, again, you're just picking 1 out of the 4. I want you to highlight it green, okay, because that helps me know when I'm reading it. All right, this slide is just telling you what you're going to be writing about. So now we're doing the body paragraph. So that's going to be the biggest paragraph, okay? It can either be 1 paragraph or if you want to break it up into 2, that's fine too. And then here are what you need to have. So first thing, you need to have 2 to 3 specific examples from the book. If you can find the quote, that is the best way to do it. That's one reason why you could come back on the Zoom if you're like, I really want to find the part where Phoebe's mom actually leaves and they figure out that she's gone. I can help you find that. If you're not sure where to find it, get on the Zoom and I can help you find the exact page that's on. Okay. So you need to have 2 to 3 specific examples that answer your prompt. So if your prompt is asking about internal and external forces, then you need to come up with 2 actual examples from the book or quotes from the book. Okay. Or if your prompt is a subplot from the novel, and let's say your subplot is Phoebe's mom leaving, you need to find 2 examples in the story that talk about her mom leaving. Okay. All right, second thing, you need to be able to explain the quote in your own words. Okay, kind of like with yes, ma'am. So tell me if you have the quote and then tell me, okay, what does that quote show? What does it prove? Answering the prompt. Okay, so again, if your prompt is describe a setting and explain why it's important, then you need to describe a setting and explain why it's important. Okay, so really make sure you're answering the prompt. Don't forget when you are typing a quote, so it needs to say something like, the novel says, or on page 22, it says, you have a comma, a space, a quotation mark, and then you type your quote. And then you put a period, and then you end it with another quote. Okay, so that's how you type quotes from the book. And then again, kind of like yes, ma'am, you might say something like this shows or this proves and explain it in your own words. Okay. And then the last thing, make sure you have 2 transition words. Okay. And I gave you some examples of good transition words you could use. So, however, in addition, likewise, furthermore, then, next, finally, consequently. Those are all those are all good transition words. So you need to have at least 2 in your paragraph. And then obviously using correct spelling and grammar. Okay. And I don't think Google Slides does spell check. So if you want, you could always type it into Google Doc and then copy and paste it into the slide, whatever works for you. Okay. And the last slide, that's where you're actually typing your body paragraph. Okay. So I say in the box below, type your body paragraph. Again, it can be 1 paragraph or it can be 2. If it's 1 paragraph, it needs to be at least 6 to 7 sentences. Okay. So it's longer than your intro. Then there's 2 things today that I want you to highlight. Your specific quotes or examples, I want you to highlight those blue. And then your transition words, so like however, in addition, I want you to highlight those green, okay? So again, this is the part where you're actually answering the prompt where you're giving those specific examples from the story, okay? Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or hop back on the Zoom. All right, bye guys.